Good day. This lesson will be about addition and subtraction of common fractions. Let's say you buy 2 pizzas for you and your friend, and you eat 2/3 of your pizza while your friend eats 3/4 of his pizza. What fraction have you and your friend eaten? Let's work it out. So you are eating 2/3 of the pizza. Your friend is eating 3/4 of the pizza. So if I need to add this, what is the most important thing? Our denominators should be the same. So we need to get the LCD, the lowest common denominator. And we get that by actually working out the LCM, the lowest common multiple of the 3 and the 4. In this case, my LCD will be 12. So I'm going to change my denominator to 12. So I had thirds here in my denominator. To change it to 12, I need to multiply by 4. But I cannot just multiply there. It still needs to be equivalent fractions. So that's why I will also multiply my numerator with a 4. So this will be 8. Here in this case, I will multiply by 3 and my numerator as well. So I will have 8 plus 9. And 8 plus 9 will give me 17/12. And if you simplify this fraction, remember this is now an improper fraction because my numerator is bigger than the denominator. If I need to simplify this, I will say, okay, it will be 1 and 5/12 have been eaten. And if I'm asking you what fraction is actually now left, how will you work that out? Yes, you started off with having 2 pizzas. So I have 2 pizzas minus the fraction that was eaten. So it was 1 and 5/12. How do I subtract that? Let's see. Change maybe the 2 you can change. Guys, there's more than one method to do this. But the 2 you can change. You can say it is 1 and 12/12. Because 12/12 is still 1. And so you have 1 plus a 1. You have your 2 still, né? So 1 and 12/12 minus 1 and 5/12. Now see if you can subtract your fraction part first. So 12/12 minus 5/12, yes, I can subtract that. 1 minus 1, I can also subtract. So what do I have left? The 12s, I have 12/12 minus 5 will give me 7/12. 1 minus 1 falls away. So 7/12 will be left. I hope you understand this. Let's do another couple of examples to see whether you grasp the concept of addition and subtracting. Example 2. If I have 5/6 and you need to subtract 3/5 from that, 3/5. How will you handle it? How will you go about this? You need to change the denominators. The denominators must be the same. So, what is my LCD? What's my lowest common denominator? What's the lowest common multiple of 6 and 5? 30. So I'm going to change that to 30. The 6 I have multiplied by a 5 to get a 30. The 5 I also need to multiply by 5. Otherwise, it's not equivalent fractions. So this will be 25 minus. The 5 I need to multiply by a 6. And the 3 I need to multiply by a 6 as well. So I will have 25 minus 18. And 25 minus 18 is actually 7 divided by 30, or 7/30. Now, boys and girls, now you might say, okay, to determine my LCD, every time I'm just multiplying the denominators with one another. In these two cases, yes, that's actually what happened. But if you would like to apply that law or that you think is a law every time, you will find a common denominator, but it will not necessarily be the lowest one. So you can end up with huge numbers. So careful for that. Let's do another example. Example 3. 1 5/8 plus 1/3 minus 5/12. Now, I have thrown in a mixed number there for you. So how am I going to handle that? First, change the mixed number to an improper fraction. Can you remember how we do that? Yes, multiply those two, and add the 5. So I will have still, I'm working with eighths. So I will have 1 times 8 is 8, plus the 5 will be 13 eighths. And then I still have my third, and I still have my 12ths. Now I need to get the same denominator. Now, in this case, this is a beautiful example of what I've just explained here. If you would like to multiply all three these numbers with one another to get a common denominator, it will be a huge value. But yes, you can do that. But we would like to work with the lowest common denominator. So, what do you think? You are thinking of the multiples of 8. Then you are thinking of the multiples of 3. And you are thinking of the multiples of 12. And the one number that will be overlapping, the smallest value, that will be your LCD. Can I just give you a hint? Always start with your biggest value that you think is the biggest value, the 12. And if you write its multiples down, let's do it. So I'm going to say multiples of 12. It's 12, 24, 36, and so on. Then ask yourself, can 8 go into 12? No. Okay, sorry. So you do not even have to carry on with the 3. The 12 will be ruled out. The 24. Can 8 go into 24? Yes, 3 times. Can 3 go into 24? Yes, 8 times. And 12 can also go into 24. So in this case, our lowest common denominator will be 24. So I'm going to change this to 24. And like I've just explained, this I can multiply with 3 at the top and bottom. The third I multiply with a 4 top and bottom. Then I multiply by a 2 top and bottom. So 3 times 8 is the 24. That's correct. 3 times 13 is 39. Plus 3 times 4. Oh, 3 times 4 is not. It's not 24. So careful for silly mistakes. I need to multiply this by an 8 at the top and at the bottom. So 3 times 8 is 24. 1 times 8 is 8. 12 times 2 is 24. And 5 times 2 is 10. So it was negative minus 10. Boys and girls, if you're not accurate, you can make easily you can make some mistakes. Okay, now let's have a look here. 39 plus 8 is 47. 47 minus 10 is 37. So I will have 37 24ths. And if I need to change that now, because this is an improper fraction, I would like to change it to a mixed number. I can say how many 24ths can go into 37? Only 1. So I will have 1. And how many 24ths will be remaining? I will have 13. 1 and 13 24ths. Let's do another example. Example number 4. We have 5 and 1/10 minus 3 and a 5th. Okay, how can we handle this calculation? Let's start maybe with the whole numbers. 5 minus 3, yes, I can say that. But can I say 1/10 minus 1/5? I can't, because it's important that the denominators must be the same. So let's make the denominators the same. So I can change it by, say, 5 and 1/10 minus 3. The 5 can become a 10. So I will multiply 2 at the top and bottom. So it will be 2 tenths. And now I can check myself. Can I say 1/10 minus 2/10? No, I need to go and borrow. And what I am borrowing here is I'm actually borrowing 10/10. So I'm going to change this to 4. And now I'm borrowing 10/10. So 10 plus the 1 is 11/10 minus 3 and 2/10. This is just another method in which you can do this. You could have said, change this to an improper fraction, and then you can do it the basic way. But I'm just showing you another method that might be easier sometime. So 11/10 minus 2/10, yes, I can say that. It will be 9/10. And 4 minus 3 will be 1. So I have an answer of 1 and 9/10. Boys and girls, I hope that you understand the addition and the subtraction of common fractions. Most important thing, you cannot add and subtract if the denominators are not the same. Until next time, goodbye.